It's Monday.
Welcome back.
Yay.
Let's get pumped up. Let's go.
Come on.
Aren't we the ones supposed to be making them vibe?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. No, it never kind of turns out that way,
Seems
does
like,
it?
seems like it's been forever, even though it's been a week. Man.
Week? Yeah. It's,
Right?
Yeah. I didn't miss it. But I didn't miss. It was hard. It's hard to miss anything in that environment.
I'll go to bed. Okay.
It's hard to miss anything in that environment. Like you wake up every morning and you're staring at the ocean. And you're like,
Ocean,
yeah, I could live here. $2.4 million. I could live here. Could be mine.
So peaceful.
Yeah. Well, it was up until the hurricane got off into the ocean, and then it became a little violent. But still cool to watch.
Was it really that bad?
Well, yeah. So the hurricane was out in the Atlantic, not the one that's cranking into Florida in a couple days, but the one that pushed up out into sea. Since it was in the Atlantic, it was just stirring up waves. So the waves were huge, but it was even better because you were like, "This is awesome," because I'm over here. There's a dune separating me and the ocean, so I'm like, it's fine. But yeah, it was still cool. Like you wake up in the morning, and you're just sitting out on this balcony with coffee, like, yeah, I could do this, no problem. So,
oh yeah, the pictures you posted look really nice.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah,
and the little crab, I was just chilling around as well.
I think it was quick, man.
He was quick, wasn't he? Yeah, I didn't even notice. Like I just saw him sitting there, and I turned, and I'm like, what? I thought it was a bug or something, and I'm like, nah, that's a crab. So then I started recording, and I didn't realize how quick that little guy was until I got close to him. He's like, what?
So. Ran. I'm like,
what happened to the? Well, I was gonna say, what happened to the planned Instagram live?
Oh yeah, no, we didn't do anything like that, like work related until Thursday morning. And then we went out to a couple thrift stores. We went to two of them. We were going to go to a third, this one that we had been to before, but it opens late, at like noon. And I figured we'd do the two up north and then come back down. And like we got back down at like 11 o'clock, and we were close to the house, and I'm like, yeah, let's go. So we didn't do anything, anything work related whatsoever. Like other than taking offers and counter offers and talking to people, but other than that, it was great.
Sarah still working?
No, she listed in the morning and like her drafts, and that was it. Like she didn't do anything hardly at all, too. So like it was a bona fide vacation because we didn't run around all that much because normally we would run around a bit, but we've been there so many times that sightseeing's really not a thing. So we were just like, we'll do whatever and eat a bunch of seafood and move on. And that's what we did. So it worked out.
This sounds fun.
It was great. Yeah. And then other than that, we didn't do anything. We just
Did they have an automatic pancake maker?
No, we rented a house. So it was like
okay.
It was a 4-bedroom house right on the. There's not too many real big hotels in Delaware. Most of them are in Ocean City. So we rented a house right on the coast. So
nice.
It's fine.
That was bad. Now it's back to reality and happy Monday.
Yeah, back to Pittsburgh where we have rivers.
Three.
Yeah, 3. 2 forming 1. Yeah, the tide pole was up to the dunes. Yeah, it was. What's up, Kristen?
Hey, Kristen.
Hi, Kristen.
The Let's Do Lunch podcast is here. What's up?
Hi, Kristen, Rachel, or...
Yeah, I know. Which one is it? Who is this?
Angie.
What's up?
Or hello to all 3.
I don't think all 3's there. But, yeah.
Hey, Ping.
What's happening? So yeah, but it was funny. We sold a lot of stuff while we were on vacation. So, there's a double-edged sword there. Like you sell a bunch of stuff, and then you get your payout without having shipped, right?
Yeah.
And then when you get back, you ship everything on the next payout. So this payout is garbage.
Yeah, it's gone.
Absolute garbage. but I mean, the money's already in our account, but still, it's like, usually I'm looking at our payout and I'm like,
Well, how many packages did you have total?
67,
Oh, wow.
68, somewhere around there. Yeah, we sold a ton of photos, like a ton. There was this one person that just kept buying them. They were like, since you're on vacation, I'm just going to take time. And they just added to their... I was like, all right.
As long as you pay.
Oh, how was the shipping on that one?
Easy. They're all so simple. Like, we have... Like, this is tomorrow's. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 things here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, whatever. Like, that's fine with me. But, and then some of them are multiples. So, like one person, we've had this one person that just keeps buying stuff off of us. They're going to Alabama and they keep buying stuff. Like every week they buy more and they send us a message and they're like, oh, just remember to refund my shipping. Thanks again. Looks like we'll be doing business more often. I'm like, yeah.
Hey, as long as it's repeat customer, who cares?
Yeah, that's one of the things that it seems like Ephemera really creates is repeat customers. T-shirts were that way though too. I feel like a lot of repeat T-shirt people. Well, the vintage ones, anyways.
Oh yeah, vintage. I'll say just regular T-shirts. You just get the continuous angry ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have in hats, man. I got this one dude in Chicago. He's like, message me if you got sports hats, man. I'll check them out. You know.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
That's how we got our the guy that buys like military stuff off of us. We don't go through eBay with him anymore. If we get something that we know he'd want, we just message him. And he's like, oh, yeah. He's buying a Zippo off of us at some point. But he's bought stuff that Sarah's dad had a lot of World War II memorabilia, stuff that you couldn't sell on eBay if you catch my drift. And he bought a bunch of that stuff off of us, too. So,
nice.
Yeah, like it. Like repeat buyers. What's up, Mountain State?
Hey.
How's it going?
JD, what's happening?
What's up, JD?
Hey.
Holy cow, that's awesome. Good, thank you. Heidi ho, neighbor. What's happening?
I only had 7 sales, and Mercari is surprisingly starting to actually pick up more than eBay. I don't know what's going on. I just list on Mercari as usual, but it's all my stale listings that are actually selling. So I mean, I don't know what's going on, but I like it.
Yeah, Mercari's been kind of sleepy for us. Poshmark's been good, but Mercari, we aren't listing a lot on Mercari though. So
I list everything.
Yeah. I have someone like that with secondhand electronics. Wow. Repeat buyer on secondhand electronics. That's pretty good.
That's awesome.
So,
And rare.
yeah. Hi, Marketplace Boutique. Thanks for coming in.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, I don't know too many. Postcards are like that. Ephemera's like that. I would imagine vintage clothing. Yeah, like you said, Jimmy, with the hats. But there's not too many, like, there's not too many, like, niches that you can really get lots of repeat buyers. Like, there's just not. Because, I mean, how many pairs of shoes can you buy off of one person, right? You know, unless they're collector items and stuff like that.
I've never had a repeat buyer.
Really?
I've never had one. And now, it's easier because now in the bottom, it tells you if they are a repeat buyer.
Yeah.
But I've never had one. I've only had one repeat buyer, and I think it was for an auto part that I just had laying around, and that's it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
But for shoes, nope.
I could see auto parts being one, too. Especially if it's like a specialty mechanic or something.
Yeah.
That could work out. Yeah. I have a stock of postcards from the 60s that I need to get listed. Yeah, you do. That's, wow. Sold another something else. Poshmark's full of low ballers. That's true. Yeah, so rare that you get a vintage electronics one. Hey, your wife's here. Just wanted to pop in and say, hey, short-staffed at work. Can't stay long. Hope everything's going. Yeah.
Have a good day work, Jen.
Yeah, sorry. I hope it gets better.
She's gonna be running back and forth all by herself for like till 11. I was like, text your boss, tell them that's illegal. I mean,
is it?
They don't care. Yeah, I mean, it's a big nursing home, man. That she's the only person on the floor besides, like, you can't be having that, man.
See, when I used to be, and this is probably why I'm self-employed, but when things like that kept happening to me, I started asking for more money. It's like, if you're going to keep doing this to me, I'm going to ask you for more money. And if you're not going to give me more money, then you better hire somebody.
Right?
And it's real funny. They hire somebody pretty quick when you keep asking for more money. Or they find a way to fire you. That works out too.
And it's weird because it'd be cheaper just to give you the raise. I think.
Sometimes. Depends on what I was asking for, right?
True.
It's going to be, so you'd be surprised. Postcards are relatively easy to list once you get going. But yeah, it can be tedious. Have a good night. Some of the postcards, repeat customers are people who don't hear much from their own family, so they find excitement in receiving a letter in the mail a couple times a week. That's very sad in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I was like, that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
I don't get that feeling with postcards, but I get that feeling with Amazon.
Yeah, I don't get that feeling with Amazon because Sarah orders so much stuff from Amazon.
Yeah. We see the smiley. It's okay. It's smiling
Well,
at you.
I like that. I like the feeling when you get it from Amazon Fresh because then it's food.
Oh, we don't have Amazon Fresh here.
Yeah,
Really? Oh, you guys don't have it?
No,
Pretty.
we can get what's their
365
grocery store? No, what's the
Or,
grocery store they bought? Whole Foods.
Whole Foods, yeah.
We can get Whole Foods delivered through Amazon for free, but that's about it.
And cookies.
And cookies, yeah, terrible.
I mean, it's
terrible. Get well soon cookies.
I mean, it's cool, but they have all the cameras on top, so they're watching everything you do.
I have cameras on top.
Yeah, the whole ceiling is basically just
Oh, you're
just
talking
cameras.
about so it's the store that you walk in and just leave.
So they have that option, but then you could do your traditional grocery shopping. But they have a specific cart where you put in your things, and then it scans whatever you put in and put out, and then you could just tap on your phone. It pays with your Amazon card, and you just leave.
Huh.
And
Yeah,
then of course they have the Amazon bakery, which that pizza smells so good. They have a little buffet that you could get chicken, mac and cheese, sides, all that stuff.
I knew there was an underlying reason why he liked this place so much.
But I mean, I haven't gotten it though because we always go late. But the food is outrageously expensive there.
Yeah, that's what Whole Foods is the same way. Like we've ordered Whole Foods before, and like most of the stuff that they have, I don't really care for. And then on top of that, like it's so expensive, and I'm like, I don't care that my Cheerios are organic. Like it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
The only reason I liked it is because I think the first time I went there for the very first time, I think I spent like $80, and they gave me a $50 coupon for shopping there the first time. So I'm like, $30? Why not?
Yeah, that'd be.
And then of course they just like they do in the malls, they get you with that aroma of cooking stuff in the back in the bakery. So like, and I had to come out with a pizza.
I knew there was a reason. Handful of people who buy one postcard at a time, a couple times a year. Huh, interesting. Nursing homes are all short-staffed in West Virginia. I order supplies from Amazon and baby stuff for the cabbies. We do.
Yeah.
I've never heard of Amazon. Yeah, we don't. I don't know if we have one here. We might downtown.
Really? So is it only a Cali thing then?
No, I mean I'm sure they're all over the country, but imagine they're in big rural or big like
City areas,
big cities and stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, we might have one downtown for all I know. Like it's possible, but we're not around here. Walmart is pretty much owns around here because there's several within a couple miles of each other. And
we have a Walmart with a McDonald's, and then there's another McDonald's 20 feet away. I don't know why they do that. And that was the food in the Walmart, the McDonald's and the Walmart is more expensive than the one you could just walk 20 feet.
Really?
Yes.
Ours has Subway in it.
That's way better.
No. I mean, it was. I've had it once and I got sick after I ate there, so I've never gone back.
That's how early I'm like,
The meatballs must have been sitting a little longer. What do you got in your Walmart, Jimmy? Because the last time I was in Ohio and I walked into Walmart, some chicken place.
Yeah, like the one by my work has Subway. The one actually that doesn't have frozen French fries. Yeah, don't get me on the rant. Yeah, Greenville Walmart, get some French fries. Come on, man. I went there.
It's very upset about this.
Gone. They got about 5 bags. No, okay.
Yeah.
No, they just have their own little deli section in ours.
Yeah, okay. Do you eat that many French fries, or is it just personal now?
It's kind of personal. It's kind of like I don't want them until they're gone, right?
That's right. Yeah, you don't know what you had until it's gone.
I guess it depends what we're picking up for supper. Because like if we're having like hamburger or something, like, well, let me go get some French fries. I'm like, gone.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
It's always when you need them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you sent me many snaps of this, and it's not even like they have the cheap ones there. They've got nothing.
Gone.
Like there's a bag of hash browns chilling there, and that's it.
I mean, I almost personally pick those up. It'd be like, well, it's close enough.
We'll mash them together. This will work.
And then Jen, when I did that one where I told the workers, stock the French fries. That was the clean version of that. But she's like, okay, we gotta go.
Yeah, ours we haven't had any problems with that. We did have a major toilet paper issue at one point, and not during the pandemic like everybody else did, but there was a period of time where, like, for some reason toilet paper just wasn't there. So pizza, yeah. Trader Joe's is my favorite. I wish there was a Trader Joe's closer to us, because I do like Trader Joe's.
What exactly is so special about it? I have one near me, but I don't see what's so special about it at all.
I think you can get like unique foods that you can't get anywhere else, because they only really carry their own brand and a few other brands. So you can get like frozen foods that are better than most, and different types of dishes and stuff. On top of that, like, their cheeses are really good, and they're inexpensive. It's good food, and most of it's pretty inexpensive, is basically the easiest way to say it. And the companies run well. Like it's what are they?
Oh, yeah. One of the best companies to work at.
Well, that, and the owners of the company are the employees. Like the employees.
It's employee owned, basically.
Yeah. So apparently it's a really cool company, but on top of that, it seems like their stuff is unique to them, and it's pretty good stuff. I mean, most of the stuff they have there is pretty good. I've very seldom go. I mean, I've bought things because I didn't know what they were. Like, I'm like, oh, this is an Indian dish. How bad could it be? And then I got it home, and I'm like, no, this isn't for me. But the only downside is like, I swear they like make the boxes of like the frozen meals bigger than they should be, because like you're like, wow, this is going to be great. This pizza's awesome. And then you open it and you're like, a lot of extra box there.
It's kind of like the big bag of chips. Only half of it is full.
Right. Yeah. In air. Yeah.
Then you got to get the scissors to cut it.
Yeah. What? Society's just going downhill fast. Only thing I buy organic is eggs. Yeah, I could see that. We don't have one. Wish we did. Whole Foods is outrageously expensive. I will not shop there. Yep, same.
Very true.
A Walmart has a Claire's and a Subway. What is Claire's?
That women's that thing that's purple in the mall where they pierce your ears.
Oh, jewelry. This was Sarah.
Oh, that
eyeglass page on a mortgage bank. Okay.
And Squishmallows.
Wow. Squishmallows. What's up, Mark? And a hair salon. There you go.
Wow.
It's a bougie Aldi's. Yeah, it is. Aldi's, and I think they're owned by the same company.
Okay.
I could be wrong though.
Go sell crap. I'm joking.
Aldi's is hit or miss. Like, you can go in and get something and it could be great, or you can go in and it can be just absolute garbage. There was one time I got like a chocolate bundt cake or something from Arby's, and I'm like, how bad can it be? It was awful. It was like eating carpet. I was like, yeah, this is good. So, Use a wet cabbie; it will feel fresh all day. Okay. If you're a vegetarian, Trader Joe's is awesome. That's true. It still didn't make any sense, even when you corrected.
Yeah.
I'm confused. Okay.
Same.
I got new sound effects for that.
Holy Jesus. What is that?
I cut out the bad part.
I was just saying, I was like,
You were waiting for it to go there, weren't you? We just watched that movie over at my friend's house. Whew. They couldn't make that movie again, could they? That's a rough one. What's up, Sandy?
They can't make a lot of good movies anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah. That was a great movie. Aldi's food is nasty. Never been to Trader Joe's. I like our Aldi's. Aldi's veggies and fruits need to be used right away. Yes, that's true. Aldi's frozen food and chips are nasty. I'll eat the veggies and cheese, though Aldi's owns Trader Joe's. So there you go. Trader Joe's in SoCal is better in the better neighborhoods, not in Anaheim. Oh, jeez. Trader Joe's
is one of the better ones.
Well,
I mean, better than where I'm at least.
Anaheim's got Disneyland in it, so.
I mean, like I'm telling you guys, if you hear gunshots on my window, I'm still alive. It's just gunshots every day.
I was going to download a gunshot sound effect, but I didn't think we needed it.
I think we're good.
There will be if we both hear gunshots, there will be significantly different reactions from the three of us.
If I hear it, I'm ducking.
That's right.
If I hear it, I'm just, hey.
Ed's like, we're good.
You'll see it, just be a hole all of a sudden right behind it.
I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, he went that way.
Trader Joe's best apple cider donuts. Damn. That sounds awesome. One time I got wings at Aldi's, never again.
I'll never get wings from Domino's again.
You should have known.
Yeah.
Were they the oven baked garbage?
They were the mild, yes, oven baked, and they were so.
Were they slimy?
I didn't mind that, but it's the fact that it was just very. As soon as you touched it, it just fell apart. I didn't like that.
No. It doesn't make it doesn't make any sense to me is that Domino's could easily invest in a deep fryer and things would change quickly with stuff like that. And they could expand the menu a little bit and add some deep fried stuff to it. And deep fryers aren't expensive and they're hard to maintain. So
Pizza Hut did it. They got Wing Street.
Yeah. Some of them. Not all of them have that, believe it or not.
That's true.
I don't know if we have a Lidl or whatever it's called, just like Aldi's. Oh. I've never heard of that. Aldi's has great salsa in a jar. It used to be $1.18, and then they upped the price, of course. Use a wet cabbie instead of toilet paper.
Oh, I see.
Got it. Claire Junk. I mean, kids' jewelry store. Claire.
That was the place though to go for the teenage girls, and when I was in high school.
It might have been for us. I wasn't there very frequently.
I know it was that, and then for the goth girls, it was Hot Topic, of course, because back then it was actually gothic. And then for like the just regular people, I guess it would be FYE, or what did they have back in the time?
They had a lot of different ones for when. I mean, you're talking
Spencer's.
Spencer's.
Oh yeah, there. From what I remember, it was Hot Topic.
Yeah, Spencer's, and we had National Record Mart, all kinds of different ones. Virgin Records or whatever.
I was the nerd. I was in Toon Planet playing Yu-Gi-Oh card tournaments.
Yes, you were.
I lost.
I was smoking out back next to the arcade with all the cool kids.
I actually beat up the cool kids.
And then you flick it.
Oh yeah,
Super cool.
When you glare,
super cool. Canned veggies are graded B grade and have more stems in pieces. Aldi's buys those to sell. Food dollar store. There you It's canned vegetables. They're in my emergency sass. Sarah's an example of the quality of food. Sarah, it's an example of the quality of food. Here we go. Good for chili, good beans. I grew up canned veggies. Well, basically everything canned. It's not my go-to, but it's still an option. There you go. Domino's pizza is terrible. I do not like Domino's pizza at all.
It's delicious. What are you guys talking about?
It's garbage.
Too much sauce. Sauce isn't good.
If they're getting Domino's pizza, I'm getting Domino's pasta bowls. That's it.
I still have yet to try one of those. One of these days.
It's
When I'm
actually really
desperate.
good.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, don't get the dips. Those pasta dips or whatever, they're nasty.
With the ones with the bread.
Yeah.
There's too much bread. It's like, what is this?
There's no such thing.
No. So they have basically a pasta dip, as they call it, the marinade cheese dip with the garlic bread, and then that pasta dip tastes just like watered down marinara sauce.
Great. It's not good.
No, I do like their lava cakes, though. I do like Domino's lava cakes.
I don't think I've ever had one of those either. I don't order from Domino's. We've got too many pizza places around here. And I think we're getting another one. And it's just not worth it. The only time we've ever ordered from
That's
Domino's is
frozen.
when the rest of them were closed.
Not again.
No, I don't like it. Sarah liked it. I did not. I forgot him in the special slow guys chat tonight. Whatever.
Douche.
Exactly.
Significant other only ate canned peas with meatloaf and mashed potatoes. He made a great chili, several varieties of canned beans. Interesting.
No beans in my chili.
I was in court. What were you doing? Were you getting sued? You got a postcard issue? They're suing you. You said it was a real picture postcard.
Yeah.
As we were talking about when we were in high school, he was in court.
Oh, got it.
It was
Spencer.
It was a true return to sender.
That's right. Yeah. Oh wait, I got that. No.
I'm here all night.
Sure, tip your waitress. Blaze pizza is pretty good. Yeah, I like Blaze.
I don't.
You don't like Blaze?
No, because they cook it in the conventional oven. I would rather go to Mods because they cook it in that wood burning oven.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
I'll eat it, but it's not my favorite.
I like Little Caesars too. I wish there was one closer.
Same.
Sarah, I eat canned vegetables and frozen most of the time. Man, Domino's bashing. Well, Mountain State, your Domino's is probably like wonderful compared to ours because for some reason or another, your Chili's is like fine dining compared to ours. These boxes
Right?
have to go somewhere else. So they're just poking me in the leg the whole
Well, I
time.
think the only problem I don't like about Domino's is it's like every time we have a work function, that's what they're ordering. I'm like, oh gosh.
I don't like the cheese. The cheese tastes fake to me. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like it's. I don't know. It just. I don't care for the
cheese.
I mean,
No, I mean I feel like Little Caesars cheese is actually real. I mean it says it is.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it is because it strings out like grilled cheese.
Yeah. Domino's doesn't. It just kind of like falls apart.
Yeah.
Domino's cheese reminds me of what vegan cheese. Have you ever seen vegan mozzarella melt? That's what Domino's cheese looks like to me. It's probably got a little extra sawdust in it. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't like Domino's cheese. And then like every time I get something with like their sausage, the sausage just tastes off. And it might be my Domino's, but it just tastes off.
No, the sausage is horrible.
Yeah, well, see, okay, so apparently it's everywhere, but yeah, I just don't like it. So, here we go again. All I eat is frozen canned corn as the juice.
It depends if we want to be lazy or not. We'll get canned food or not.
I don't care. Canned vegetables, frozen vegetables, I don't care either way. It doesn't matter to me. She's just like. Can't imagine a more beautiful thing. Let's see. I don't like Domino's sauce. Yeah, their sauce. I'm not a fan either. It's pizza 100% the best. Sausage is probably dehydrated. Just add water so you get me. It doesn't sound good at all. Ugh. Ugh. Domino's is Terra. We have Amato's here, but it's super oily. We tried. It's a chain. I'm sure. I think it's a country, nationwide chain. Pizza Joe's. Do you guys have those?
Mm-mm.
No. Maybe it's a Pittsburgh chain, but it was actually pretty good. They have a poor man's pizza, which is no sauce. Yeah. I'm like, no. That doesn't sound good at all.
The texture would be really weird on that thing.
Yeah.
It would be.
I feel like eating flatbread. I'd be like, what do you think?
I don't know
It's
about
like,
this.
what?
I need to order Domino's now.
Yeah. Then it comes with, and then they have dipping sticks, which is not a thing out here. But we've heard it on Breaking Bad whenever he shows up. Spoiler alert for those of you that are 12 years behind. When he shows up with the pizza and he's like, I got dipping sticks. And I'm like, what in the hell are dipping sticks? I need to know. So we ordered it, and they're breadsticks with cheese. Essentially what they are. So,
Got it.
yeah. It's like a 10-pound bag of mozzarella cheese we keep in the freezer at 45. Well, back in the 90s was, yes. No Pizza Joe's here unless it's out the back door of some alley bar. No sauce. Yeah, it's so weird. I almost want to try it just because, but yeah. I'm imagining there's something under there, like olive oil or garlic or something, but I just don't know. It's just very strange to me. But it was good. I mean, it was decent. It was cheap too. It was almost Little Caesars cheap.
All pizza comes out too oily though, but what can you do? It's worth it.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
We did the first day we were in Delaware. We got pizza, and all this cheese slid to one side of the pizza by the time it got there. So either the guy was taking corners a little fast, or maybe it was just a little too greasy. But yeah, it was all on one side, and we were like, "Oh, this sucks." It was not good. Never heard of that either. Pizza without sauce. Yeah, no, it's not good. I mean, I can't say for certain that it wasn't good, but yeah, it's weird. I don't think I'd be up for that. So, did you Ed, did you attend eBay Open?
Yes, and it was boring.
Kind of figured it
If
would be.
whoever else in the chat attended eBay Open, let me know. But I attended the first day. There are a few things that I don't know if you guys know about.
I read the summary.
Yeah. I mean, you already talked about it yesterday, but we're getting the 24 pictures. But from what I heard right now, is in the fashion category only. I don't know if it's every category.
Worst category you could put it in.
I thought it would have been an electronics.
That would be a good one, sure.
And then
There's
I mean-
plush would have been a good. Toys would have been a good one.
It'd be like,
especially right now with all the holidays coming, all the electronic toys,
what do you do?
and then
Yeah, I'm like, just spin it.
What is?
and then
Are they that clueless? I mean, they repeated that. So I read the synopsis, and apparently somewhere in there they did say that they were going to sign more people up for collecting payment methods before before offers are like Poshmark, like everybody else in the world does.
what they said was for one they talked about it maybe for like 30 seconds, and then they went straight to the next category, which was dumb because I actually put a comment in the chat saying that all we get is 30 seconds of the immediate payment offer, and it was one of the most liked comments because they only talked about it for 30 seconds, and then they went straight to the high end stuff again that nobody cares about. But basically they said that by the end of the year or early next year they're gonna try to implement it because it's very difficult apparently.
Yeah, sure it is. Yeah, it's so complicated, I'm sure.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So they I read the synopsis, and they said that they were going to start after the holidays signing more people up for this, and I'm like,
Which is dumb. I don't get it.
do it before the holidays.
Yeah. When people have money, dude.
Yeah.
And then of course as I don't know what it is, but I think they're gonna implement some small changes during Q4. I don't know what they are yet. I could be wrong.
You know what they are. I know.
Yeah, more item specifics. Unfortunately,
Yes, they love doing
idiotic.
that to us on Q4. Love it. And then you're like,
idiotic.
you got. then you got that extra notification that you have 35 things that need item specifics, and you're like, son of a bitch, I had 35 things yesterday.
Right.
And then I don't know if anybody here attended, but you actually got points to attend these things because you would get 25% off the eBay gift shop or something like that. So if you
Gift shop?
yes, if you obtained a lot of points, you would get 25% off something. I forgot what it is, or you would get a $25 gift card, $10 eBay gift card, that kind of stuff.
That could be good.
But of
Shipping
course,
support.
you had to attend all the sessions. You had to attend the networking groups. And, you know, for us who are part time and have other jobs, and those who don't even care about conventions like Adam, they're not gonna do it. I
care.
Not like that, not that much though.
No.
And then I did join one of the networking groups. It was unrelated to my category. I only went there because it was actually a YouTuber that I like watching, because he, other than his category, which is eBay Motors, he covers other topics too about eBay.
Yeah.
So I was just chatting with him, and it was fun. But and then after that networking, which was the second day, I stopped going. I didn't care about 3 or 4 because, as usual, they were only going to be talking about the same thing. Everybody hated the format. Everybody knew it's like they're not going to be answering the questions. So other than the people who they invited or the people who really cared or had nothing else to do with life, they went.
See, you're learning, young grasshopper.
Yeah,
That's why I do what I do at conventions. Because you're like,
eBay,
hi, yeah, I'm here. I got my thing. Later.
and eBay, if you're watching, I still love you though.
Yeah, sure.
So
I'm sure
don't-
they're watching.
They're not.
But I mean,
Okay.
If they were watching,
me-
we'd all be banned by now.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, I think they might be better off doing it again how they were doing it before in Vegas, because I think that's what a lot of people wanted, to have the old style format, not the way they did it now. And they limited how many people could come, because I completely forgot to get the ticket for the LA one. But, you know, online was boring. It was just the same thing, a lot of glitches, and yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to go to the day one. They just kept kicking me off. I was like,
Yeah, exactly. Mark got spammed every day by eBay. Come join us in LA. Anything crazy happened last week on vacay? No, nothing. Oddly, we did a lot of nothing, and it was awesome, and ate a lot of seafood. I would have walked in with my foil suit and started a brawl. Now he's got a foil suit. He upgraded from the hat to the suit.
oh,
New eBay open. Did you get to run down the clapping lane, Ed? What's the clapping lane? Is that like the Price is Right, where you're going down the middle of the thing, high-fiving everybody? Small changes. Small changes. Yeah, right. Have you ever bought anything off eBay that sneak through customs? No, but that was another thing they were talking about. So,
bye, Ed.
Bye, Ed.
He's over it.
I
Sorry.
hope there was no shooting. That was another thing they were talking about, with they're changing the eBay international shipping thing. It's the same as far as like our end goes, and they snuck something in there with returns. They're going to handle returns through this too, and I'm like, I don't want returns from international buyers.
I wonder if they're just going to pay you. I think.
I have no idea. But the one thing they are doing, which is kind of cool, I mean, I guess it's kind of cool and related to JD's comment, is that they're giving the buyer the option to either pay it up front, the customs and the tax, or pay it when it's delivered. Which is kind of cool, because I would imagine there are people out there that'll just ignore it and never pay it. So
Yeah.
we were hoping there wasn't a shooting.
Yeah.
No, I don't know what's going. I think my kids are using Netflix, so they're streaming. So I'm just on my mobile hotspot right now, which my phone is at 15%.
Okay. Well, let us know
but-
before you die.
What Mountain State was referring to was I don't know if you've seen the commercials when all the sellers are just walking down the line and then they're waving their little tassel things. All the eBay employees just celebrating the sellers. That's what I think. That's what they're talking about.
So it was like Steve Ballmer introducing Microsoft 95.
I have no idea what.
Oh, you gotta watch that video, man.
I was 4 years old. I don't know what you're
no,
talking
you gotta watch that video. the video of whenever they just look up Steve Ballmer Windows 95 release, and you will see the 4 biggest nerds on the planet trying to dance. One of them's Bill Gates, and the other one's Steve Ballmer, which at the time I think he took over as CEO, and he's this bigger bald guy, and he's just over the top. Like, it's so dumb. And what makes it even funnier is Windows 95 was one of the worst operating systems on the planet. So
yeah. I like 98, man. 98 was pretty cool.
which one had
wasn't XP the best actually?
Well, before, but
yeah.
I mean, after 98, but 2000 crashed right away.
Oh,
Yeah, it did.
Remember, it was like
2000.
oh.
Which one had the paper clip?
That was 98, wasn't it?
That was 98, yeah.
Oh, I hated that little guy.
Yeah, but you could he talked to you like I was in the corner.
Couldn't get rid of him. He couldn't do it. He could not get rid of him. There was
Change, you
no way to get rid of that little jerk.
Every time I'd be like working a school project, like, you know, when Word first came out, it was great, right? And that dude would be spinning. I'm like, go away. Whatever.
And then you correct your grammar.
I think he made it work. I think he made it work.
I don't want to say it that way, you jerk.
Yeah. I live out in the country. That's how we say it here.
That's right. And then you'd put him like on the corner, and like somehow or another he'd sneak back into the middle of the page. And you're like, what is this?
He would slowly come back.
What a douche. I hated that guy.
By the way, my little eBay complimentary gift from last year.
What is it, a battery?
Yeah, a little battery pack, but it's a really weak one.
Of course. eBay gift shop. Yeah. New algorithm trick. Attend eBay Open and get in the search higher. Foil hat on. There you go. I said eBay should charge $2 no pay fee. Imagine how much money they get. There you go. I like that.
That's a good idea.
Yes, you had to attend at least 7 minutes of a session. The
To get
sessions were
points.
pre-recorded. Oh, great.
Damn, I couldn't even get on for 2.
Ed's frozen again.
I think that's a
I was.
We should block it.
We should block them. During a couple face-to-face events years ago, eBay staff would be in 2 lines, and they would all clap as you walked into the venue.
Yeah. It's
Come on.
I think the closest thing I could reference it is to when the football players are running onto the field from their little cold thingy. And the cheerleaders are doing the pom-pom things.
There you go, the pom-pom things.
That's the best reference I could do.
And is your country doing rolling blackouts again?
No, but my city actually is though. They are doing rolling blackouts. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, stay there. It's a great state. Sounds awesome.
Sounds expensive.
Still, best thing ever. Gavin Newsom, buy electric cars. Hey, 2 days later, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Don't charge the electric cars. Some people in the big clapping lane had hand clappers and pom-poms. People said it was emotional. It was, I don't think, emotional.
I mean, if I was invited to eBay Open like that, I'd be emotional.
When they're
Sort of.
clapping for you, I would not. You'd hear.
Be like,
You'd hear.
"Hey, Tom."
I'd get the chant. I get a chant going. Give us immediate pay. Give us immediate pay.
What? It's like he said. I was like, we listen to you guys, and we really appreciate your feedback. They only talk about it for 30 seconds, and they go to the high end stuff that nobody cares about.
Anyways, back to the vault that nobody uses.
They have a vault? Exactly.
Yeah. Sports cards, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's using it either because they keep pushing it.
My bank's cheaper and it's right down the road.
Right. And I have safes as well.
It's safe, yes.
Yeah.
Move
The
a few
paper,
things out of the way, but yeah, I could put it in there.
yeah. The paperclip was so helpful. No, it wasn't.
Dude,
We had an
terrible.
app in a major unutility at the plant that had to run Windows 95. Was there for a year. Talked to some old monitoring equipment. 95, 98, and XP Pro. Otherwise, the rest was crap. That's true. 2000 was bad. I got concierge service for attending eBay Open 1 year. Wow.
Yeah, that's the reason why I wanted to attend one of these in person.
Send your city an eBay battery.
No, but that's the reason why I wanted to attend eBay Open in person because of the concierge.
Yeah, that would be nice. I have the phone number still. Hey, Susan.
Susan.
Hey,
Damn,
Susan.
damn autocorrect, and then he still misspelled damn.
Yeah. Forgot the end. Okay.
Can someone explain this rolling blackouts? We aren't big on electric vehicles here. Where do you? I don't know where you live, Kelly. Rolling blackouts. So when it's hot in California, right, is when the majority of the time this happens. So what happens is that everybody's running their air conditioners. Everybody's using peak electricity after 5 o'clock. So instead of telling everybody to turn stuff off, which they try to do, they just shut people's power off to continue powering the other half of the grid, and then they switch, and it prevents strain on the power grid. That's the explanation I've gotten. Now, whether or not that's accurate, I don't know. This wasn't a thing when I was a kid growing up in California, so I don't know what's changed. I do know what's changed. They switched from nuclear and coal power to wind, and wind and solar aren't there yet. So, I mean, as much as we want them to be, they're not.
Gotta love TikTok.
Windows 95. Yes. Kelly, I work for the largest utility in America. If a large area drops on unexpected from the grid, it causes a huge issue all across the grids. There you go. And California cities will be out without electricity because too many people are using electricity. It seems wrong, but different cities, different days. Yep. Demand cannot be more than a generation. Yep. It's a glorious 53 degrees here. It is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
It's chilly.
Yeah,
It's
glorious.
74 degrees right now.
It's not glorious. I have sweatpants on that. I wasn't.
I
ready
wish
to
I could have sweatpants
Well,
on.
so we go on vacation, right? And it's almost 90 most of the week we're there. The last day it drops down into the upper 70s, and it starts to rain a little bit. And then we get back here, and now we're in the 60s and 40s at night. Like, it was like that. I'm shorts, sandals, sunny weather, nice and hot, right into fall. Like, there was no nice little transition where, it gets down to 70s and stays in the 70s for a little. I was just like, whoop, 60. So, yeah.
I wish we had that right now. It's gonna be in the 90s here for the next, I think, 4 or 5 more days, and it's gonna go down back to the low 80s.
Still. I'm in Maine. That's right, you are in
depressing.
Maine. It's eligible for power companies to turn off electricity here if we lose power because it's a bad storm. Yeah, it's illegal for power companies to turn off. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. We're not supposed to use some devices after 4 p.m. like washing machines and dishwashers.
And so, I mean, I have my AC running in here, and that thing was not turned off. I was looking for a portable AC because my living room was hot.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? I already forgot what I was gonna say. Actually, keep talking. I forgot. I remember right now.
Some areas have natural gas peaker plants that will start up to generate power to the grid, but it can be expensive to run. We have 5 nuclear plants here in New York. We're good. Yeah, we have several surrounding us too. So we're good here too.
Yeah.
We are in the 80s, 90s, and 100s. Yeah, it's 55 here.
We are
freezing. Yeah. It's basic. It's basic girl season around here. We've got the UGG boots are out. The pumpkin spice everything.
I remember what I was gonna say now.
The basic. Gotcha.
No, not that. You said you have the what thermostat do you have in your house?
Ecobee.
Ecobee. Okay, so I think I don't know if you guys heard about it, but here in Cali when we were having that huge heat wave,
Heard about
it, right? It was like
Yeah.
120 here, and people who had their smart thermostats, you could not switch it by phone, manual. It was stuck because the company left it at 83 degrees, and you could not go down any lower than that.
So the companies took it upon themselves to throttle how far down you could turn your thermostat. And I know exactly what would have happened at that time. I would have ripped that thing off the wall and put my old one back on. And went.
Yep. and that's why I'm like,
I would have driven to Gavin Newsom's mansion and chucked it out the window. Yeah, no, that's not cool. I don't like that.
yeah, I didn't like that either.
That's not
but-
cool. Because that means that the next thing they're going to do is they're going to be like, you're doing too much CO2. We're shutting your car off. I don't like that. Let's see. Maine, it's almost the size of New York, but we only have 1.35 million people. If they tried to tell us to stop using something, they'd have a bigger issue to deal with. Yes, they would.
That's true. Yeah.
That Maine accent's crazy. There was that show that was on, like, I think it was on, like, Travel Channel or something. It was called, like, Down Home Dickering. And that wasn't a swear word. That's what they call, like, negotiating or whatever. And those people, man, they were brutal.
Yeah.
Like, they were crazy negotiators, and it was nuts. But yeah, it was a cool show to watch. I actually really liked it. They all had this same magazine that they would use, and it was insane. So, the only time we could not shut off power to residential coverage is when the temperature is at a high level or low level. Businesses can be shut down anytime. Maybe in Illinois. What, Ed? That's insanity. Yeah.
Yep, it happened. And for the life of me, I cannot find a portable AC either. At least not an affordable one. The only things available are the ones that are extremely expensive, and I ain't doing that.
Yeah, wait till winter.
Yeah.
Because you're in kind of the downtrend anyways now. You're going to get cooler as the months go on, so
I'm hoping.
Wait till like January and you'll probably be able to steal one from somebody. So
I was even contemplating on getting one from the flea market, but I'm like, I don't know about that.
You know it works.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
Try to return. Ask them how long the return policy is on it.
Yeah.
It just reminds me of the electronics store in Don't Mess with the Zohan.
Right.
I don't remember that. I remember a little bit of that movie. I only saw it once or twice, and the only thing I remember of the movie is he kept peeing in the cat litter box. And I didn't understand why. It didn't make any sense. Like, is this a thing? Like, I just never understood why he did that. But yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, it just reminded me of that.
Yeah, that's why they want electric cars and bugs. Yes, they do. Question for Ed: what is your dream location to live?
When the kids are out of the house, me and Belen want to live in the forest alone from society.
Where?
I don't know. Wherever there's a forest.
It's a lot of forest.
Yeah, we'll say.
Far away from people.
Montana.
We'll just say,
If that's what it is, that's what it is. If not, we'll just live in your backyard, Adam.
Here you go. Yeah, that'll be nice. Hi.
But that's basically like the dream. But in reality, if possible, if we somehow get enough money for retirement or anything, ideally we want to live like in Big Bear or that kind of mountainous community, that kind of stuff. We want to be secluded from people.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny you say that because like when me and Sarah first met, I was kind of a city guy, and as I got older, I started really not liking people, and I'm like, just get me further away from people.
Yeah.
Not too far from like shopping and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but just far enough to where like I have a buffer.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm looking for. So, the accents down east, aka northern part of Maine coast, has the thick accent, but I don't have one at all. Oh, cool. Some large companies get contract rate because during high demand they have to shut down. Large electric furnaces companies and cranes, etc. Interesting. Hi, Angie. Thanks for coming in.
Hi, Angie.
Yo,
Hello, Angie.
what's up, Rosie?
Hey, Rosie.
Wind and solar power is a mouse fart on the grid. That's what I've heard. Idaho or Montana, Ping suggests. There you go. You like cold weather, so Montana is not going to be a problem for you whenever it starts snowing and it gets down to like 2 below.
Then maybe I'll be there in about 40 years if I survive that long.
That's right. Yeah. Ping. I refuse to let gas and electric companies install smart meters on my house. Too much control. Yeah, unfortunately, when we bought our house, they already had one. It was nice when they used to guess, right? Like they were like, yeah, your gas usage should be around this and then the guy comes out like once a month and you get a little bump in your bill and then it would go back down. But now they know, like now ours has a digital meter and they know exactly what you're using. So
one of the things that I do want to get is one of those smart fridges that you can see what's inside when you're not there. That I do want to get.
When you're not there?
Yeah, the Samsung, the Samsung fridges. When you're at the grocery store, you can just go on the app, see if you actually have it in your fridge, and if you don't, you get it.
No kidding. It has like little
Yeah.
cameras in it.
Yeah, it does.
Mhm.
And you know, and for some of them, you don't even have to open the fridge. You could the
you just
touchscreen
push a
right there. It
button.
actually shows you what. Yeah,
What?
Yeah,
you didn't know about that?
No, I need this.
yeah, it's neat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know Samsung is the one that does it. Just search for
it's-
Samsung
Yeah,
smart
I don't
fridge.
think it's Apple compatible. Sorry.
Oh, that's
Bam.
right. But I know another brand does have it too. So who knows?
Just mess with it.
No,
I'm
so
sure
it,
they both work with it.
Samsung appliances are garbage. It seems like everybody I know that's had a Samsung washer and dryer hates them. Sarah had one, and like she had a dryer that like it worked, but like it didn't dry, like at all. Like it got lukewarm. It didn't dry, and like she had a warranty on it and everything. You know that like extended warranty where they'll come out and they'll fix it for free or whatever. She had someone out there like 10 times, and every time they were like. We don't know. And that's all they did. She's like, well, they replace it. And he's like, well, you got to have us out like 4 more times before we replace it.
Oh
And
wow!
like, she just gave up on it after a while because we moved. But the poor guy that got it after. He probably was like, it's been like 6 hours and my clothes still are wet. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But-
I'd have been like, couldn't you just go around the block 4 more times and come back,
Yeah,
please?
I know, right? Well, go ahead and sit in your truck. I'll call again.
Yeah.
West Virginia. Yeah, that's a very, very mountainous and lots of forest. Learn how to make
That's true.
moonshine. Oregon, there you go. Oregon does have.
I have been to Oregon, but
West Virginia, lots of mountains. It's pretty too in some of the real rural parts of West Virginia. We have wind farms up in northeast Maine by the Canadian border. Complete failure. They are equivalent to the fitness bike you use at the goat rack and uselessly collecting dust. Wow. And our state isn't run by crazy people. I don't know. You're Jim Justice, the governor of West Virginia. He's an odd one. I mean, not odd in like a, buy an electric car. Whoa, don't charge that electric car. But I don't know. Every time I see him, he's in like the Colonel Sanders suit, sitting in a chair giving a speech. It's like
Yes.
I feel like he's gonna like read everybody a story. And they're like, now, kids. But yeah, smart meters were put in here, and all the meters lost the job. All the meters lost the job. If they were not, they were reassigned. Yeah. Tommy's here. What's up, Tommy? Any chance we can
Tommy.
get Ed to broadcast live from bed next week? Maybe a hungry man on a food tray, List Perfectly sleeping hat and a blanket.
oh, I can. I already have the List Perfectly
Totally do it,
socks.
yeah. I'm sure
I have the List Perfectly socks ready.
you need a List Perfectly comforter.
Hey, I'm gonna let them know about that actually.
Yeah, with the little sleeping hat with the ball.
There you go.
I'll see if they can make me a cape so I can make videos.
Like Ebenezer Scrooge the whole thing with the socks. Oh man. No, you need a List Perfectly Snuggie. That's what you need. It says List
Oh, yeah, I
Perfectly
do.
all over it and has the
Or-
sleeves and everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Hey, if they
that'd
can
be
make the socks, I'm pretty sure they can make one.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Next week Ed it'll just be Ed snoring in bed with all his List Perfectly stuff on.
Sponsored.
Sponsored. Adam, you guys have food in your fridge? We do. We have a little bit. It took my clothes 3 days to dry. Yeah.
It's terrible.
Tell Sarah dryers have lint screens that need to be cleaned, then it will dry.
Wow.
Oh, wow. You definitely underestimate how clean my wife is, Mark. I used to have
Just
a
look at their
machine
car.
that washed and dried in one cycle. What?
What?
That's crazy. How did that work?
The fast
'Cause
pen
it-
at the end?
Did it actually? So like you'd put it in, you'd hit wash dry, it would wash all your clothes and then spin dry them, and they got dry. You got to explain more, JD.
That's
More
impressive.
information is needed.
Android is the best, Jimmy.
That is true.
It is true.
I will say this: I am not at all in a rush to get the next iPhone. Like not even a little bit.
You don't want the
I heard it was horrible.
Well, so yeah, so some of the reviews are garbage on it, but on top of that, they changed even less than they normally do.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Like the difference between the phone I have, which is a 12, and the 14 Pro is nominal. Like the processing speed is not that much better. The screen is not that much better. The cameras are significantly better, and it also has motion. What do they call that? Like what GoPro has.
Stabilizer?
Stabilizer. Yeah. It has a stabilizer in it. But other than that, there isn't much better. And I'm like, I want, the only reason I'm going to get a new phone is because I need a bigger screen. But other than that, I'm not in a hurry. Like, I'm probably going to wait till December. And yeah,
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
A lot of people were bashing the new one, and they're saying that the 13 Max is way better than the 14 still, or
they're almost
is way better.
Spec-wise, they're almost identical. The stabilization isn't there, and that stupid island or whatever isn't there. But I think that they're identical.
The thing that they were really trying to showcase, from what I keep seeing, is the satellite positioning or whatever it's called. That's the only thing they were really showcasing.
It can sat phone. It can turn into a sat phone if you're in an emergency. So, like,
Yeah.
if I was out in the middle of nowhere, had absolutely no service, I could actually get through to emergency via sat phone. But other than, if they showcase that in the always on screen, which I could see getting annoying real quick. But other than that, I'm not in a hurry. Like, I'm gonna get one because I need a bigger screen, but I'm not in a hurry.
It wasn't worth making a whole new phone just for that.
They do it every year, but they used to have some like decent changes. Like the next generation, if it's not a significant upgrade or they don't do something insane, they're going to start losing a lot of market share because they're just incrementally kind of dinking and they're like the Steelers. They do 5-yard, 3-yard passes, and eventually you're going to lose. So
you lost me there.
Thursday.
That's right. Yeah, we lost to the Browns. They clean the windscreen every day. Yes, that's true. Sarah's the laundry clean always smells so good and clean. There you go. Any tips on catching mice? I have a cat, but he's not interested. You asked this yesterday. Does anybody else have any tips?
Yeah, you got to get 2 more cats.
Yeah, you need to get a kitten. That's what you need. Like something like around 1 or 2 years old. That that thing will be dead.
Just burn down the house.
Just get glue. Just get a glue trap. Go get it.
Yep.
Those are not cool.
I know they're not.
Yeah, especially when they're still alive when you go to pick it up. That's
it was funny when we have rabbits again, so now we'll have to put glue traps back out in the garage because when they bring the fields in, what happens? The mice like to run to the garages, right?
Yeah.
I always caught snakes, and I'd freak out every time I see a damn snake on that thing. I'm like, Jen, come and get it. She's like, nope. I'm like, come on. God, it's very big. It's like,
that was Jimmy seeing a snake.
Yeah, I have to get my snow shovel and a rake. Like, nope, I'm not touching it. Not touching it. I'm flinging it out there.
I would love to see the 6'7" guy scared of the little tiny snake. That would be so funny.
Come to the zoo when they try to hand me one. I'll take off running. Nope.
Just a welcome message from Whatnot thanking me to be a seller and need to schedule onboarding. Nice. Just got
I completely forgot about Whatnot.
Well, Poshmark's the new Whatnot now.
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to talk about too. Actually,
yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. What's up, Rachel?
Hi, Rachel.
The visuals are priceless. Yes, your cat will be interested if you stop feeding him. That's true. That's a little rough though. It's a European thing. They don't have a lot of room over there, so they do it all in ones. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, JD's in Canada. Edna Snuggie. Yeah, that's right. They have those all-in-one washer dryers in Europe. It's good for small spaces, but you can only do like 1 to 2 changes of clothes at a time.
I see.
Never heard of this. Kelly, a pair of underwear and 1 sock.
I already have the socks.
The new iPhone is the price of the computer. That's true. Mark has an iPhone 8. Adam wants bigger gas station icons on his map. That would be nice, actually. Still using 7 Plus. Do the newest iPhones still use the same Lightning connector? Yeah, unfortunately they do. I'd like for them to get rid of that.
Isn't it in Europe now that the newest ones that have USB-C?
Not yet, but the probably next iteration they'll probably go to it because Europe's trying to standardize the USB-C thing. So probably next time around. The iPads have them, but
They do.
yeah, 8 Plus, but getting slow with all the updates. Yeah,
I do love my iPad though.
That's thank you, Mountain State, for reminding Jimmy of this.
Here we go. Can you let Ed know how many Super Bowl rings the Steelers have, please? Because he doesn't follow sports. So.
6.
I mean, unless it involves Ace Ventura, I have no idea about any of this.
6. We have 6 Super Bowl rings. Super Bowl wins.
I just know that the
LA
Dolphins won.
LA won 1. We have 6. Tom Brady has 6.
Is that the one that who is it? The Rams won?
Yeah, your home team won last year.
Yeah,
that's why they had a parade.
Yeah, you beat the Cincinnati Bengals.
Bruh.
Come on, dude.
We got that too.
Oh, man.
I don't know any of the sports stuff.
Yes, that's why they had a parade. No, we got that too.
I know they did that when the Lakers won and they burned down a bunch of cars.
Yeah, they did that with the Rams. Well, the Rams didn't seem to really care about the Rams because the Rams were in St. Louis and then they moved to L.A.
Yes.
And then the Chargers were in San Diego and then they moved I don't know why they moved the Chargers because the Chargers had a great fan base in San Diego.
I think it's because they were building the new stadium.
Yeah, but
that's literally the only reason. And it's a fancy stadium.
Their stadium is still there. Like it's still there in the middle of San Diego. And their stadium was old, but there was nothing wrong with it. But the thing with I know what the logic was behind it. They were thinking, San Diego, it's only an hour and a half south of Los Angeles. Without.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And they were thinking, the people from San Diego will come up and see the game.
Right.
No, they won't, because they don't like LA.
Weren't they?
I don't know about that.
Well, I mean, they don't like traveling to LA because it's a pain in the
ass.
Yeah. So
and also the 405 is literally close to LAX, so travelers would just easily get on there quick.
Right. So that's the big problem they're having because if you notice, like, whenever you get a San Diego team playing whatever team that's nearby, even like when we played you guys or San Diego last year, 75% of the stadium was Steeler fans. The rest of it was Charger fans. So they should have never moved them from San Diego. It's just my opinion.
The only thing I like about those is the fact that the LA hot dog people are always right there.
You always got to go back to food, don't you?
I'm sure the pizza guy's right beside him.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the only good thing about all these sporting events is because they make all these special deals and awesome food. I'm like, I don't care about the sports, just give me the food.
Yeah, there you go. I do love me a good street dog, though. Marketplace has electric traps. Ain't no getting past those. What are those?
What? Is that the electric fence?
They're not like little electric chairs for mice, are they? They go in the holes.
Does it kill snakes?
I wish I could have an electric fence.
Probably.
Why, you want to pee on it? Okay.
Are you talking about like the invisible fence?
No, like a legit electric fence.
Oh. That might be.
I hate the people around here.
Ed just wants to pee on it.
Yeah.
He don't know what I'm talking about. Brendan Smith.
Jimmy loves snakes.
Oh, I hate snakes.
The first thing to go on an iPhone is a Lightning connector. That's why I charge wirelessly. I use snap traps. Caught 2 mice at one time. 1 snap. Ooh. That's a twofer. 6 is fire. Don't use peanut butter to catch mice. My grandparents did that, and the mice licked all 10 traps clean without even triggering it. I had to take more aggressive action to eliminate it. Sarah, there's a cabbie clip on one of your videos. I think part 5 kids are asking for you. There you go. Zapper traps. Really? You got to get some of these, Jimmy. I bet they would take down a snake, no problem.
Right.
You'll be laying in bed and you'll hear.
I hear it. What was that? Got him. Yeah, but then I got to go pick it up. And I'm like, oh, man.
At least it'll be dead.
It was still the thought.
Hey, Bearded.
What's up, Bearded PokeTuber? I have an old house and it's constant battle catching mice in the attic. When the weather starts to get cold, those traps work. There you go. The best part of going to the beach, all the food. That's true. Snickers, maybe. Yeah, I've never heard of electric traps. That's kind of cool.
That's right.
Yeah, I know
But-
the only ones that was kind of waste of money is where you plug them in and they're supposed to make that noise to keep. I'm like,
No.
I think
Those things
that's
don't do anything.
that's a worst waste of money ever, man.
But they got you to buy it once, didn't they?
Hey,
Got your money.
That's all
well,
that
that
matters.
was my old house, man. It was surrounded by fields. It was just crazy.
Yeah, we get them.
This one's not too bad though. Yeah.
Yeah, we get them when it gets cold. We get a couple of them, but our gray cat, she's a murderer. She takes them down right away. I mean,
Yeah.
I saw that cat snatch a bird out of midair. Like,
Oh, that's impressive.
yeah, she's a murderer.
That's
I mean, she killed a snake. She killed a couple birds, and a few mice. So there's no mice problem in this house, and the mice problem we wouldn't even notice until after they've already perished. So, me and my father-in-law wire up a metal pole for the bird feeder to shock the squirrels. No longer needed. That's interesting. Adam, I found a Grail Grateful Dead shirt from 1989 on a liquid blue tag, $2 at the Salvation Army.
I think you spent way too much. I will pay that $2 plus shipping.
Can I give you? I'll give you $5 for it.
What size bearded?
Yeah.
What size is it?
Yeah, that's a good question too.
My aunt used a sticky pad, but she had to hit it over the head with a shovel. So anything you can do to take it out without having to make eye contact. Is
That made me laugh.
the shovel.
Oh, that's my size, man.
Oh, XL.
XL, that's a good size right there.
So definitely gave you your $2 plus shipping,
Yeah, I'll pay for shipping.
and I got some
And you-
Pokemon cards.
I got some Pokemon cards.
And remember, you're stealing from the poor, so you have to give it for what you found it for.
Yeah, dude.
That's right. Yeah.
How can you steal from the
dare
poor?
you?
Go look at yourself in the mirror right now.
Yeah. How dare you, bearded PokeTuber? You took that from
That
some
was-
poor child that was going to wear it in the mud. Have you guys ever done that? Have you ever seen like somebody wearing something that you know is worth a fortune, and they're like a grease or something on it, and you're like,
Yes.
Yeah, I see it all the time with Dell Senior shirts, man. I'm like, what are you guys doing?
yeah, NASCAR shirts are good ones. I saw this guy the one time. He had like an all-over print Bugs Bunny shirt that clearly was from like the early '90s, and it was trashed. And I'm like, oh, dude.
Still, you could still probably get $28-$30 for it.
Oh, probably.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
We just sold a mountain shirt that had holes in it.
Really?
Like one of the leftovers from like Whatnot Times, and it sold for $14. It takes a while to sell them on like Poshmark and stuff like that, but they still sell.
I sold a single sandal on eBay.
I saw yours. So what do you think it was? Do you think they lost one, or do you think they only have one leg?
For that one, they probably lost one. I always end up losing sandals.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I did that on mistake because I got those for myself until I realized like, they're both left.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was gonna donate them, but I was like, you know what? I've had luck selling one pair, just one shoe before for $90. Pretty sure I could put these up.
Yeah. Jimmy, you sold a Jordan, didn't you? One Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan 7,
People
size
buy it.
12.
I would love to do a social experiment and buy like the dumbest thing you can think of and see if it'll sell. Like, and it can't be dumb. Like, it can't be like Precious Moments, figurines or something that there's tons of them out there. But something that like a one shoe would be a good one. But like,
No, that because people sometimes do have a need for that, so it has to be like something really dumb that nobody needs. They just want.
With the Jordans, people are restoring them all the time. So, and this shoe is in pristine condition. So,
I don't know. I'd like to. They're like. I'd like one day to just. If I'm ever at a thrift store and I find something super stupid that like I did once find something really dumb and I should have bought it. No, this was it was an old '80s appliance and it was a hot dog cooker. and but it was an electric hot dog cooker. So you put the hot dog in the middle of these two electrodes that's stuck into the end of the hot dog, and then you would plug it in, and it would electrify the hot dog and cook it. And it was called like Electro Dog or something dumb. And I'm like, I should totally buy this. And it was like $5. I should have bought it. There was still like hot dog crust in there. And I'm like, I should buy this and clean it and see if anybody would buy this thing, because it's not needed. Like, it's something that's completely not needed. And there's way better technology now to cook a hot dog quickly. Like, even if you take the microwave out of the equation, you can air fry a hot dog and you're fine. So I should have bought it, but
if it was from the 80s, somebody actually would have bought it because they use it for like props, or even a movie studio probably would have bought it.
That's true. The Mountain State's in for $5. Whatever. I would buy a single sandal. My dog eats sandals all the time. That's true. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, look at this. 10. We got 10 Bearded Pokey Tour. Anybody out there going to do 20?
I got 20.
There you go, 20. I'll do 25. I've bought 2 left shoes more than once. Whoops. Yep,
it happens.
Yep. They were teaks, and I sold them one at a time. There you go.
I have not found any teaks at all so far.
I don't even know what teaks are.
Me neither, but I know of them. I don't know what they are either, but I know of the name. It's like I know the name of some shoes that I need to be on the lookout, but I have yet to find. Like I told you, I found my first golden goose yesterday, Saturday, and it was fake. I was so mad. And then the one that I did from the thrift store, that I thought it was because it looked like it, but it was fake too.
Yeah. I bought 5 reef sandals last week at the bins. I didn't realize till I got home. I imagine that's Right sandals. Is it supposed to be Right sandals?
No. Reef sandals are a brand.
Oh. Well, what didn't they realize?
That they were all probably the same size.
Oh, okay. Got it. eBay paperclip the house story. Yeah. Junk Monkey says 30. Bearded PokeTuber so far, you got 30. There was a small.
How much is that shirt worth?
31.
31. It depends on what graphic is on it.
Yeah.
But it's probably 100-ish. Is it it's not a single, because he said 98, didn't he?
No, he said 89, didn't he?
89.
Yeah,
So it is a
89.
single.
Yeah, 89.
It's a single stitch, so it's probably worth like $200.
Oh wow.
Yeah, at that point that wouldn't matter what graphics on it.
No, probably not.
Maybe $30.02.
Well, it depends on what the graphics. No, because it would. Because if it's got Jerry on it,
that's true. Jerry's going to bring the value.
Yeah, if it's got Jerry on it, it's worth a lot more. So, because there's like ones like this one where the skull is Jerry, and those are worth a lot. So, it's single stitch, conditions amazing. I'm listing super high. What are you going for? You could list it for 500. You might get it.
Yeah, this is for the PC, man. Come on.
Yeah.
I thought we were friends. It's like, bro, I don't even know you.
Found new with tags Hey Do today. Tie-dyes.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, those aren't worth anything. I'll give you $20 for them.
Oh man, they had tons of them at the beach, and they were $70. Is that a good price for them, or is that crap?
No, that's about normal.
For new?
That's normal.
New.
That's
I'm
normal.
sorry, what?
New.
Yeah, for new, that's normal.
That's normal. That's retail. Yeah.
I think I sold a pair.
If they're the American flags, they're 125. On
Mhm.
eBay.
I just sold a pair of it was last month. I sold a pair of Hey Dudes for they were like the high top boot style ones. I don't even know what the actual name was.
Know they had 'em.
Yeah, so not like actual boots, like those fashion boots. I don't even know how to actually describe it, but they sold for $90 plus, I think 17 shipping, something like that. And new, they go for like 180.
They look comfortable, and you had them on when we were in Vegas too, and you said they were really comfortable to walk in.
Still have them on. I mean,
But can you walk around with those in like wintertime or no? I mean, not obviously not when there's snow on the ground.
No, they're too lightweight.
I do. We live in the snow, man. We know how to walk in it. You know, it's like
I was thinking about getting a pair of fuzzy Crocs for like days that just are cold but not snowy.
the only
Oh, they're so
problem-
comfy.
They don't. Ice is kind of dicey with them, but if you just walk slow,
Yeah.
you'll be all right.
Well, I mean, even like I was just thinking on days where it's like, because we get a lot of like 32, 33, 34 degrees days where it's just raining, or whatever. So
I,
I don't know.
I have a pair of the fuzzy Crocs. They're so comfortable.
Yeah, I want to get a pair. I think I'm going to actually. There was a small following on Instagram last summer of people publishing just one random shoe picture. I found 2 completely different flip-flops in our Walmart parking lot.
Really?
That's somebody having a good time.
That's
It's
a good day.
like they just lost their stairs,
Like, this is a thing. Just walking so fast you lose one and don't go back for it. Do you realize you've lost it? How does that happen? Yeah,
It does happen.
It does happen.
Especially if you're drunk.
Oh, it's the spiral dancing bears. Ooh, good
That's a good one.
graphic, too.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's about 4 or 5.
Oh, wow.
Probably. Yeah,
That's what I do too. Yeah. Do it.
Nice.
The bears are the good one.
Yeah.
I want to keep it so bad too.
Hey, just
I'd
wear
be
it for a
making-
minute, man.
I'd be making a profit at 20. You'd be making a profit at 30.
Depends
What
on the
size hay do you
size. Yeah, it depends on the size. I'll buy them.
Oh, well, Adam, I have a pair of size 13 Hey Dudes, actually.
Oh, you do?
I think so. I picked them up 2 weeks ago that I still haven't listed.
We'll have to talk
I'll
out.
let-
Can I?
I'll let you know.
Okay.
Hopefully the box doesn't come up beat up again.
They will. I say my heydays are 14s.
Oh, she sent it to Sarah. I'm looking on mine. Women's 9.
Oh yeah, that's Gen size. Let me know.
People in California wear shoes. I learned so much on this live. Just
A
wear
lot of them still wear
socks.
sandals.
Yeah. Just wear socks with your Crocs. Yeah, so I have only one pair of Crocs that I can wear regularly because the other ones have been destroyed. So I was just going to buy a new pair anyways, so I might as well buy the fuzzy ones. Dang, too cool. Too big. Crocs go on sale every week. 4 pair, less than $100 free ship. See, there you go.
Really,
I
Tommy?
might do it.
Gotta let me know.
I might do it. I don't know. But I was going to stop. I was up near the good outlets near our house because we have the regular BS outlet. The ones, what are they? Tanger that everybody has.
Citadel?
No tangers.
Tanger.
They're jokes.
Tanger, yeah, they're not really outlets. Like
You
they're-
might as well go to the mall. I mean, you might as well-
basically Tanger outlets is everything that didn't sell in the department stores or online. They put it here and discount it down slightly, but not enough to really make a dent. Like Sarah's bought Coach purses there that were like last year's models for like $100 or something like that, but they're not like, you're not going to walk in there and get something for $30 that you would ordinarily spend $300 on. Like, it's basically last year's stuff is really what it is. But the premium outlets up north in Grove City, those are a little bit better. And I was going to stop on my way home and I didn't. So, Ping wears sandals all year. There you go.
I was gonna say, Adam, you should get the 7-Eleven Crocs.
Tell me more.
So 7-Eleven and Crocs came out with a collaboration, and they have the little Slurpee charm and a bunch of other stuff, and you gotta get on a list. The way they do it with the Nikes, you have to win them in the pick or whatever the heck they call it, and then you have the chance to buy them for $100.
Wow. Bearded PokeTuber, can I show this on the live or no? If not, it's no big deal, but I'm looking at this Grateful Dead and it's insane.
Is it trash? Please tell me.
It's not trashed at all.
I'm joking.
Is it dead stock?
No.
It's probably close though.
No, but it's in really good shape. Made USA, too.
You say go ahead.
Go ahead. Please do. All right.
Yeah, he's flexing on us, bro.
Oh, he's flexing. This thing
It's good enough.
sweet.
It's good enough to take us off the screen for this. Everybody's
yeah.
got to see this. Yeah, this is a big screen. Yeah.
Okay, that was the one I was thinking.
Yeah, that's the nasty one. Yeah.
Yep, and there's the tag.
Nice.
And
I gave $50.
No,
there's the whole swirl right there. That thing's sweet.
that thing's
And then-
clean.
Yeah,
Those
like
are
makes
good.
you think-
actually, you can read 1989 right there.
Yeah, those bears are normally faded and cracked.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. No moth holes in that thing. It didn't look like.
Nah,
I'm surprised that didn't end up as Shop Goodwill.
Yeah. Well, I'm stopping my camera for a second, but I'll still be here. I can let it focus.
He's crying right now. It's okay.
That's right. No.
We can't find crap in the thrift stores.
Unbelievable. That
I'm
have
I'm
you
over
ever found
those too.
anything like that before?
Me?
No.
Yeah.
No, bearded pokey
Oh.
Because you'd think like certain areas would have stuff like that.
Like my area probably.
California. There we go. You would think, but no, because people know that stuff and don't donate it.
That's true.
No holes at all. Only one little stain that I can see. Looks like it was folded up in a drawer for 20 years. Wow.
I'd leave it. I'd leave the same. Just leave it. It's
Maybe it was
age.
somebody who-
It's my age
maybe-
thing.
Maybe it was somebody who was just at a house. I was like, these are just go donate them. Who cares?
Probably. People donate dumb stuff. I mean, Rosie was telling us last night she found some designer jeans shorts that were $165 jeans. Someone
Nice.
donated 5 pairs exactly the same size. So
Yeah,
Crazy.
it's like I found those Vapor Max. Those things are expensive new. Why would
Yeah.
someone just donate them?
it's insane. They have stackable codes all the time. I'm talking about Crocs. Keep an eye out on their
Oh.
site. Interesting. JD came across a Grateful Dead shirt, but it had a 2018 tag. Still worth something? Yes. It
10
depends
bucks?
on what the tag is. Well, I mean, like this is a Grateful Dead tag, and it's still probably worth $10-15. But
But
if
is
it's a
it a-
liquid blue, it depends on what the tag is. Because if it's a liquid blue, then it's worth money. If
are they
it's
still doing tags, or are they doing a screen printed now?
screen print?
Their screen print. They'll still bring 25, 30.
Yeah, even the screen is if it's because they're quality shirts. They're made well, and they don't shrink.
They don't fade.
Because I normally wear a 3X, but I can wear a 2X in a liquid blue because it's a little bit, it doesn't shrink on me. But yeah, no, there's still, if it's liquid blue, it's worth it. I don't think they make, I think Grateful Dead pretty much is them and their own label, and that's it.
Yeah.
So I'm still looking for a single stitch postcard. I hear they're worth money.
Yeah.
Never anything like this. I found some good shoes before. Interesting, but nothing rare like this. Solid. I sold a modern liquid blue Grateful Dead Dancing Bear hoodie for $50 just a few weeks ago. There you
Oh,
go. Yeah, that thing's sweet.
I was gonna say, what was the feeling when you found out? Did you know what you had, or did you just looked it up and then knew what you had?
Oh, he knew.
you
I'm
did?
sure he knew. But yeah. There are in Marshalls and TJ Maxx daily the Repop Dead shirts along with every other 70s. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Repops aren't worth as much money. The liquid blues are worth money. It was funny. So like when we went to Delaware, there's a place we were talking about yesterday that has all liquid blue and like hippie gear and stuff like that. And they were out of a lot of stuff because I guess Liquid Blue was making all the shirts for Dead and Company's tour. And so they're like a lot of the liquid blues are low on inventory right now because the majority of the stuff that they're making is going for the tour that's ending soon. So kind of interesting. He knew immediately.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind
I-
of figured he
I-
would know immediately.
I never find any of that here, and I'm assuming because it's really well known here.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I feel like you might find it if you went to like estate sales and stuff like that. You might get it, or even like garage sales. Like, but you'd have to be in certain areas because like you would need. I'm trying to think of the equivalent of like an old hippie area. So not like a newer. So you're not talking like any of the beaches, but you're talking like where all the all the old hippies retired to is basically what you're looking for. So San Diego, you'll probably find a lot.
I'll say there's a city called Weed right under Oregon.
I like that. There you go. There'll probably be a lot there.
But
I
no,
mean,
I'm
probably
sorry.
different-
Wait, is it Oregon? Yes, it is. I don't know. Yeah, but I remember I stopped at a city called Weed, and it's exactly what you would expect.
Yeah, and they probably won't care. I was like, yeah, $2, man. Just take it.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll give you my Pop Tart.
There you go. Even random liquid blue stuff sells. Modern, obviously less, but it sells. Yeah, I have a liquid blue pearl snap shirt I wear. Wow, interesting. Does Fish have some resell? Absolutely.
Yeah. No, I'll buy that for $5.
Yeah.
And I'll pay the Canadian shipping on it.
There you go. Fish, yeah, for sure.
Fish is
their
huge.
their concert shirts sell for big money.
Yeah, that's
Especially
huge.
is it the early one? Not the early ones, but like the 90s-ish
90s,
Fish
yeah.
concert. Yeah.
With Pearl Jam, all of them. Oh, yeah.
Try looking at sheets. They have everything.
Well,
Junk Monkey lives near weed. They burned down a couple years ago. Wonder why.
Yeah, when I was doing my trip there, I was just surprised. It's like, okay, this is hilarious. I didn't even know this place existed.
What's the county up north? Junk Monkey probably knows. The county with all the weed. They've had fires before. Like it's not Folsom. It's somebody. Junk Monkey, help me. What's the big weed county up north in Northern California?
Darke County.
It's Darke County. Yeah, nothing like some good Darke County weed. Humboldt. There you go. Thank you.
Humboldt?
County. Humboldt County is up north, north of, right in the Emerald Triangle, which is that's where the pot farms were when it was illegal. That's where the pot farms stayed, and then when it became legal, that's where all the big money went because it was already known to be good stuff. So it just went right into Humboldt, and there's it's an interesting area to say the least. Nobody's really all that stressed there either, oddly enough. It's very calm.
Very odd.
It's so weird to me that people live in places where they can't get weed legally. Welcome, Pennsylvania.
But we can drive up north to Michigan and get it.
You can. Can you? No, you can't drive south.
Not yet.
See, not yet.
It's coming.
Maryland is our first. Well, New York is legal. Maryland is going to be legal. West Virginia, no chance. Delaware, I'm sure, will at some point. New Jersey is already legal. So most of the states that border, and that's the biggest problem for states, right? So, like, if the majority of the states that border your territory, it's legal in, you're in trouble already because you're losing all that tax revenue to the other states. So Pennsylvania will do it at some point, but we're normally bringing up the rear on things like this. So, word for tonight: weed. Just sold a postcard.
I don't even know how that came up.
Yeah.
I forgot what we were even talking about.
You were talking about so like where hippies go to retire. So like in
that's right.
In Northern California, Lafayette is a big like they moved out of the Haight-Ashbury in Oakland and moved east to Lafayette, and like you could tell as soon as you go there because there's Whole Foods and there's organic this and organic that and stuff like so that's where you could find that stuff at like garage sales and estate sales and things like that because they had them, they don't fit into them, they hung on to them for whatever reason, and that's where you can in Oregon a lot of them did move to Oregon for sure.
Okay.
So West Virginia, pro husband love but tough on weed, all about the morals. I guess that's right.
That sounds laughing.
Oh no, Tommy, you and Mountain State are going to go at it here in a second.
So I have family in West Virginia; they get it all the time. So
it wasn't. Well, was there a lot? I mean, I guess there was, but like when I think of West Virginia, I think of the Hatfields and McCoys and people like that, and the original bootleggers and coal mines and stuff like that. But yeah, no, don't get me wrong. There's the wild. If you ever want to see one of the more messed up, my mouse is just there. It goes. One of the more messed up documentaries on Amazon is the Wild Whites of West Virginia.
Is that where that McCoy feud thing was?
No, this is. There was a guy that I can't remember the name of the dance. But it's almost like scooting your feet. There's a guy on TikTok that was real famous that it's almost like I don't know how to describe it. It's some dumb dance that somebody made up for country music. And so anyways, he was real popular. He went on tour with a couple country bands. He made some money, and like his entire family's living off the money that he made. And they're just a bunch of deadbeats, like hardcore, terrible deadbeats. And that's all they're doing. They're living off uncle's money. And yeah, it's just, they're out of control. And it's, yeah. Good night, Mark. Thanks for stopping by.
Night, Mark.
I'm from Canada. Weed is legal here, and you can smell it everywhere. Yeah.
And
I can smell it everywhere here too.
Well, see, then you won't mind Las Vegas.
Yeah,
I can smell it, but I hate the smell of it.
It's skunky. Yeah, it is a little skunky. And yeah, I don't. It mixes with the heat and the alcohol smell in Las Vegas. It's a different aroma.
It's just nasty, and the only reason I hate it is because, and it's mostly when I'm at the flea market. You have cigarettes, and then you have weed, all hitting you in the face at the same time.
You're still allowed to smoke in California? I thought they would have outlawed that by now.
Oh, it's still there, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think they raised it to 21 now. I don't remember.
Yeah, a lot of states did that.
And but yeah, a lot of people are doing it, but I think it's starting to become not accepted. I don't know how to actually say it.
It was very shunned on whenever I lived there. You almost felt guilty for smoking whenever you lived there. But it's funny, the bars, everybody that didn't smoke in real life, as soon as they went to the bar, they started smoking. It was just very comical to me. Let's see. Don't ever have never, but it's really easy for anyone to get it. I like weed smell. Jeez. Peter Bogtinger can smell it all the time, probably because he's the one holding the bowl. Like leaves burning. And body odor on top. Yes, a little bit of pee too is in Vegas. It's getting close to harvest time here, and I work across the street from the largest drying and storage warehouse in the U.S. The smell is very strong.
Holy crap.
Jeez. That's interesting.
It is.
Yeah, that's...
I think one time here, I don't remember exactly, but I think when they seized some weed when it was not legal here yet, I think that they burned it, and people were actually trying to go towards it because they were liking the smell of it, and then they realized like, oh, this was a mistake.
There's a YouTube video of them burning a field, and like the fire department has to be there, and there's this one guy just kind of like just walking like aimlessly around the fire with his fire gear on and everything. He's just like, and you could tell he's gone.
You sure that wasn't Darke County? Because
they do that in Darke County too.
Yeah, they had a big weed bust, and all the sheriffs are around this big burn pile. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Come on, man. I'm like, you guys are all high right now, man. Come
all
on.
Of a sudden, the pizza dude a couple pizza dudes show up. Uber Eats shows up.
Don't you dare put that out.
Put that out. Where are my Funyuns? Give me my Funyuns.
I only know all that because of Scary Movie series.
Oh man,
I missed those series.
Funny. Yeah, they were good movies.
Yes.
So do we want to talk about Poshmark and their live auctions?
Oh yeah, I mean I don't really have any information about it. I just heard about it.
Has
Rosie
anybody
might know
watched
more
one?
about it than me. No, I don't even. From what I actually read, is that only certain certain people have access to it right now, and only certain buyers have access to it right now.
I swear I got a notification saying something about live auctions tonight on Poshmark.
Really?
But I can't find it now, so maybe I didn't.
But I know it's still in the beta phase right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have it actually. It says, "Come experience Posh shows, a new feature we're currently beta." Okay, so I do have it actually. I don't know if you guys want to see it, but this is how it looks.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
let's see.
All right, so that's how it is right now. There's one currently going on, and then these are the upcoming ones. I don't know if you want me to
Yeah, go ahead.
Click on it.
Brick Wall Shop is getting some free promotion.
Is that whatnot?
Hi.
So it's
Hey.
basically
Okay.
so I
Oh,
guess
yeah,
they're
it's
gonna.
just as boring as
Is it-
Walmart.
I don't know what
It's
I'm doing
exactly.
Close.
right now.
Here we go. What do you got? Some leggings?
It's sold. Dang you,
How
camera!
That's okay.
Was it
It's
like-
sold for $32. It's a Born Poly purple. It's shipping plus shipping and tax and Kimmy. And there's 144 people watching.
Damn, that'd have been 32 shirts for me.
Yeah. What is that? Heart face. Heart face.
I don't want to put a hard
Interesting.
face.
Interesting.
Yeah. I've been like
Let's
Mountain State. You got a
I'll
box
show
coming.
you what I have.
Sorry.
For that one.
So it's just as boring as certain whatnot
Yeah.
sellers.
Well, she's a little close to the camera. She's like, "Hi, we're gonna run."
Hold on, guys. Here's the next item right here.
So I
Oh.
have this
I got this.
Tiki Toe
So it's exactly
bag.
it's exactly, and
It
she's
has
asking
garlic
1,000.
strap. See,
1,000?
that's
Or what?
So
The
there's
GG
your
Hill?
body
Hold on, I'm gonna make it big again.
can wear
Go for it.
on your arm
Fuck.
or crossbody.
Please
It
tell
does
me no.
have this teal interior.
Oh, was that appropriate?
We need to watch this.
Okay.
Chain attached. It does have zipper pockets. I will start the auction at $11.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
How's the bidding at then?
Boo.
No one's bid $11 yet.
Oh, sweet. So everybody that's left is here. I know it's super late. I can't tell what
Should I
time
bid
it is
on it?
because my
I
clocks
know, but-
are not right because the power went out.
Why did it say
and
$1,000?
I haven't reset my
It's
clock.
probably that's what she put as the you know how Poshmark has the 0 and then you
So
put
if
the
weren't
actual
here
price.
Earlier,
Yeah.
I'm in
Oh.
Puerto Rico.
Oh,
Had a
okay.
hurricane
3
last
seconds.
weekend, and I have no power.
No
and
tape.
Nope,
no
nobody
internet.
bought.
So,
Junk.
but I do have a generator. All right, next.
So it's exactly like whatnot.
This
Interesting.
this Claiborne.
I just want to see exactly how the bidding works.
And she's from California.
Burn a field of weed. What could go wrong? Yes. Right. She looks like she's on a bender. Was that a little white powder on her nose? It might have been. little nose candy. We went from weed to cocaine. What's she doing? I don't know.
So it's
Yeah,
a Poshmark's version of whatnot, basically.
yeah. You knew it was coming. Sooner or later, one of them was going to do it.
Yeah, and I'm just surprised that Poshmark is the one that jumped on it first.
Well, eBay did it, but it was just they catered to high-end people and high-end crap, and it didn't work out for them. So now they seem to have bailed
Trading
on it
cards.
because I don't think they brought it up on Open at all. It wasn't in my summary.
Supposedly that they are going to be trying to do it more, but I don't think they're like 100% in it.
No, they're not 100% in anything for the most part. Rosie says you just pay the $7 or whatever for shipping, no matter how much you buy. I think.
Yeah, but it's
That's not bad.
exactly like whatnot. Nobody's buying
Well,
anything.
They already have the deal with USPS, so they could make a go with it because they already have. I mean, well, they changed it for electronics, but other than that, which they had to, right?
For
Because-
£5, it would be good for them actually. Maybe the
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it might consider
I'm
it
just-
someday.
I'm just waiting to see if anybody actually buys anything.
Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting that they did it, but I'm hoping that I'm hoping that they only let people with certain seller like accolades, like whether it's certain amount of sales, certain, length of time being on the site, whatever they find a way to keep the garbage out. Because that was the biggest problem with Whatnot at the beginning, was that you just had a lot of really bad sellers, and then when they started letting everybody and their mother in, then you got the opposite problem. Jimmy,
I mean, I think it was good when it was like with you, where you and Jimmy were accepted just by what you guys had and your social media. But once they started introducing the referral program, like the way that I got accepted because of Jimmy and everybody referring me, that's when everything just went downhill because everybody was just getting accepted based on reference instead of actual what you have. And now at this point, from what I see, it's unless you have a super big following, you're going to be losing money on a lot of stuff, and you're basically going to be wasting your time.
The people that are going to get on, just the same way with Whatnot. Like when at the beginning of Whatnot, it was good. Then as more people came in, it started, and that's the same way Poshmark's going to be. There's 100 and some odd people in that one auction.
Yeah, 132.
Didn't no one bought that purse. That says something about that purse. Made a great, made a great find.
She was auctioning off a pair of Prada boots for $100.
I don't know if that's a good deal. Made a great find at the bins today. Made me laugh so hard everyone was looking at me. What was it? Bobby, yes, our good friend Bobby.
Oh, you're gonna see Bobby on Poshmark.
Probably. Posh goes £5 flat fee, so that's great. Yeah, hopefully they can keep it with this because it would work out. I not many of the T-shirt boxes went over £5, from what I remember.
I mean, the only thing I think the live streaming is cool, but I think it might die out after a while because other than people who have a following, your small seller who's afraid to be on camera might not even do these auctions.
That's true. Can I show it, Junk Monkey? You okay with it? Whatnot turned into a dumpster fire? Yes, it did. That's putting it mildly.
And then there's some of these people who we still go on Whatnot from time to time, and there's this one person who we follow. They only have like 20 listings at a time, and all they really do is just talk about themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I can't show the whole thing, but
keep your 5K t-shirts, bud.
So Junk Monkey found a an old tape measure, and etched on the tape measure it says, "Keep your effing hands off."
Has to be from my work. I'm joking.
It's so funny.
That's biggest. Awesome. We literally have meetings every month about how they're buying tape measures all the time. They're not going to buy them. I'm like, but you guys buy them every month. It doesn't.
How expensive could they be? I mean, really. And like in your business, I know what he does. So, but you need those.
Just a little bit. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, we do have the ones that go down to the 30 seconds. So, I mean, those ones are a little bit pricey. Yeah.
What are we talking? Like $250, $350? Wholesale? Because they're getting them wholesale.
Yeah, but I imagine they're paying about $30 a piece for them. Though.
Really? Oh. Mm-hmm. Maybe you should have people bring their own.
It's just. Then when they have to get them calibrated, they don't cry. I'm like, dude, it's all they do is bend the tab back. It's done. It's like, come on. It's like,
Gulf Coast, are you okay? Are you gonna be all right? You gonna make it? I don't know where you are, but you're gonna get cranked, aren't you?
By the way, the thing for winning the auction on Poshmark is the exact same thing as Whatnot. They show the name of the person who won in the little pop up.
Definitely copy.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Absolutely.
Drunks, druggies, people cursing like sailors. Yeah, that's pretty much Whatnot in a nutshell there.
Ooh. And I sold something.
Hey! Yeah, we sold a few things while we were on. I don't know what. I didn't really take a good look. Oh, 3 things. Postcard, Ocean City, New Jersey. Postcard. A Western belt and an Oriental egg from Avon.
I sold
for $7.
I sold a
for a while.
I sold a pair of Reebok Classic Harmons.
I got a question for you guys, and maybe this is just a thing. Have you guys had the Phantom sale that stays with you? See this one down here at the bottom? So this is the sales where you've got the. Yeah. Have you guys had this? Is this happening to you guys right now too?
Yeah, it's not disappearing. Yeah.
What's that?
Yes. Yeah, I get those all the time.
I do with my baseball pants because like this lady bought like 4 pairs.
Oh no! This we've already shipped this down here. See how it says ready to ship, and these are all ready to ship with the red mark. See, this one doesn't have it at the bottom. This isn't combined with this person. This is something we've already shipped, and it's still sitting in our solds. So it's weird.
But if you go to tracking, does it say delivered?
Oh yeah, it's tracking.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Yeah.
Yeah,
gotta
I
stop
just
making
just,
them.
just still hanging out there.
Just expect a bunch of problems during
Yeah.
the coming months.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. A little rain, wind, nothing new. Yeah, Floridians are like, category 4. Call me when it's a 6.
It's like here, if it's a tornado, we go out and look at it. Like, should we? It's getting closer. Yeah, it's okay.
That's like us in snowstorms. Like, nah.
Yeah.
See, we get both ends on storms. Like, there's people like me where you're like, it's 2 inches, we're fine, don't worry about it. And then there are people like that go to the store and buy up all the bread and milk
And the French fries.
and the French fries. Apparently,
I'm going to check that out, man. On the next winter storm, when people are freaking out, I'm like, come on, it's common sense to stock your damn food, man. Come on.
there's many Pittsburgh memes with right before snowstorms happen that you see on Facebook and Instagram, and they're like, everybody go get bread and milk. Hurry up, because we'll never be able to get bread and milk again because we're going to be snowed in. We haven't had a blizzard since 2010. I think it was our last blizzard. And that was like 10 inches, which is nothing to certain parts of the country.
Really
But to
is.
here, it's a little rough. But that and our road crews suck most of the time. So JD says, I'm a construction foreman. You need an imperial/metric tape measure. Do you have to buy your own, though?
Yeah.
Maybe they bought Whatnot on the down low. Man, it's possible.
I doubt it.
I doubt it. Yeah, Poshmark's kind of
Especially-
broke, to be honest with you.
Especially with that new evaluation that one I got and all the
Yeah.
celebrities they're getting.
Yeah, well, and Poshmark tanked, and then their stock went up quite a bit recently, but after they went public, they didn't do so good, so they lost some money. Sold
They
a pair of
lost some money.
shoes. Go.
Nice.
See, there you go. You paid for your shirt. Now you can keep
There
it.
you go.
Done.
Woohoo! Just sold a T-shirt on Macari. Cool beans. There you go. Woohoo!
Nice.
A phantom sale. Yeah. It was an actual sale, and we actually shipped it. It's just still sitting there for some reason. I have no idea why it's happening. So.
Because it's
Be
eBay.
annoying. Just to be annoying.
Well, and I thought maybe it was just a glitch in the app, so I uninstalled the app and reinstalled it, and it came back. Like, so it's not me. So, yeah. We got a blizzard here at the beginning of this year. 28 inches of snow in 36 hours.
Oof.
We'd be shut down.
Yeah. We would not be going anywhere. I don't think our trucks could handle that. Well, in 36 hours they could, because it's not all at one time, but they'd be...
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. They do a lot of pre-treating here now, too, where they spray the roads down with, like, salt water, essentially.
Yeah.
And that actually helps a lot. Because if you get, like, an inch or something, it's all gone right as soon as it falls. So... But
I don't got to deal with it.
Nah. Yeah. Deal with it at all. I used to live in 6,000 feet in Colorado. I've seen over 2 feet overnight. I hate the white. Okay, thanks a lot, Adam. You just jinxed us all. I might have. Sorry. Yeah, you do get sick of the snow pretty quick. The worst part of snow, in my opinion, if you don't have a garage like I do, the worst part is just getting that garbage off your car to go somewhere.
Especially if you have a Tesla.
Well, no, I mean, even, because you can only, even with the heater on, you can only really melt your front window, your back window, and a little bit off your sides. But most of it, it's going to be on the hood, it's going to be on the roof, it's going to be on in my case, on the bed of my truck. And you can't drive down the road like that because, one, it's dangerous. And two, they will ticket you for that, because if that big clump comes flying off and it hits somebody, it's... Not well, that, and if you have if you leave your hood, then you drive down the road, it's just
Yeah, it's like
and then I'm gonna see on my news channel that a blue pickup truck caused a major accident.
Yes. I try to get as much of it off. Getting the roof is next to impossible.
just let it go.
Yeah, eventually it'll slide off onto the bed and then slide off onto the ground, and that's fine. But yeah, getting all that stuff off your windshield in the morning, and it sucks. You can only let your car run for so long before it really just doesn't do anything. I mean, if there's a couple inches on your windshield, it's not going to melt. I mean, you got to run it for an hour to get it all off there, which I've done. It has happened. But yeah, I don't know. I don't. That's the worst part about living in snow. But
I don't
having
mind
said
it.
that-
Snow tomorrow, please. Look at him. He's like, stop joking. No, I don't want it.
Don't rush it.
Now, we still got our, what do they call that? Indian summer coming up here in a few weeks.
That's what I said. We normally get the fake fall, where
I
it's
think
like
it's
a week.
supposed to be the 6th, I believe. It's supposed to be back in the 80s. And then
Oh, really? See, I knew it was fake fall. We always get the fake fall, where it's like 60s, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's fall, and the leaves are going to change," and it goes back up to 80.
You still got the week. You still got the week in October.
Yeah, hope so. Hopefully.
Just wash it off with a hose. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah,
That-
you could tell you live in California.
You would not be opening those doors.
Well, no. So I've seen when in the East Bay, sometimes it would get down below like 30, 32, and you get like the frozen windshield, and nobody has ice scrapers in California. So
Yeah.
I've seen many neighbors walk out with a hot bucket of water and dump it on their windshield. There's two reasons that's a really bad idea. The first reason is that it could refreeze. The second reason is that it could crack your windshield.
It will crack your windshield.
Yeah, it's a really bad idea. So, yeah, don't do it. The leaf blower works really well though.
Uh-huh.
No, that was genius when I watched
You like that? Yeah.
I was like, why did I ever think of that? What the?
I don't have that leaf blower anymore either. So, you have a pretty powerful leaf blower though. But it has to be the real fluffy snow. If it's heavy
Yeah.
wet snow, it doesn't really work. But yeah, smart, huh? What's up, Bartermania? Thanks for coming
Hey.
in. What, Jimmy? No, snow. we don't want it yet.
No, I don't.
Oh,
Even.
all right. Well, we got to be getting going. What do you guys got coming up this week?
So on my channel, I have about 4 or 5 shorts that I'm working on right now because they've been extremely successful for me lately. So
Nice.
I'm starting to do that more than long form content. But long form content, I don't really have nothing planned. So I do have a bunch of shorts planned. And then on Friday, I'm actually going to be a guest on the Flippin' Ain't Easy channel. I'm going to be on his live at from 3 p.m. Pacific time. So that's 6 p.m. Eastern at his channel, Flippin' Ain't Easy. Yeah, we're just gonna be talking about who knows what. But yeah, if you guys want to see,
Pizza.
go over there. Nah, he actually sticks a lot to reselling, so we're most likely gonna be talking a lot about that. We're gonna be talking about shoes. He does liquidation pallets, so we're gonna be talking about that too. So
Cool.
There it goes. I'll be right there.
Cool. I'll try to make it. Jimmy,
Sweet.
what you got going on?
I don't know if it's this week or next week. We're gonna do a different type of video. Try to do something different because it seems like all of our videos are like the same. So I'm gonna try to draw a different crowd. We'll see how it
Alright.
goes. But with the way Jen's working, it's probably gonna be next weekend. So worst case,
Alright.
I'll do a couple shorts and get my 2 people that like to thumb downs them because you guys, I'll give you the thumbs up. It's always right off the bat, dude. The thumbs down. I'm like, okay, I know who you are. It's cool.
Yeah, we know who you are.
You're thumbs up in my book.
You're the one that thumbs down this live all the time too.
Yeah, I'm like, I know who you are. It's okay.
And probably most of my videos.
Probably. Yeah. I got not much coming up this week either. Next week we'll get back into it a little bit. Gonna change the format of the news a little bit and probably throw some solds in there because you guys have been asking me for some solds, so we're gonna do it.
I do miss the sold videos.
Yeah, so I don't miss making them. It's very, very hard to make them.
It is.
Very hard. It's
it's
filming
not.
every day, editing 5 days worth of stuff together. It's a lot. But yeah, so we're going to do that, and then that'll be coming up next week. But this week, just me and Sarah back here Thursday at 9:30. So come and check that out. Yeah, there you go. Post it on Instagram, Ed. I'll forget if you don't.
I will. Trust me, I will. He's been supporting my channel for a while, so he's way bigger than me. So I appreciate that he's even putting me on.
Yeah,
Tommy knows.
there you go. Yeah, and that's it for us, guys. We'll be back next Monday, 9:30. So come hang out with us. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
See you guys.
Good day, sir.